Okay, so hi you guys, this is gonna be another reading from me. This one is on how are you being seen right now and what type of energy are you emanating. I've pre-picked the piles, pre-shuffled cards, blah blah blah, you know the drill, how it goes, all of that. Why am I speaking so fast? Well, yeah, you know how it happens here basically. The cards we're picking from are actually new and I love them. I got them recently. I'm absolutely obsessed, and it's the key to the kingdom, but they're beautiful. Honestly, obsessed. But yeah, how are you being seen right now and what type of energy are you emanating? Let's see. There are also jokers. I'm gonna keep them because they're quite pretty, but we'll see what happens. Cool. Okie dokie. How are you being seen right now? How are you being seen right now? What energy are you emanating? Egg. Hopefully that card will come out, but we'll see. Okay, so far so good. Coolio. Okay, how are you being seen right now? Pile 1. What energy are you emanating? Can I get one card please for pile 1? One, just one. Pile 1. Seen right now. Oh, I hate picking. Can I just have one card please? Okay. And then pile 2. There we go. And pile 3. Pile 3, how are you being seen right now? One card please. What energy are you emanating? One card. There we go. Oh, that's 2. Never mind then. I'm taking this one. Cool. So, pile 1, we have the 4 of clubs, and this is what it looks like. Quite pretty, if I do say so myself. Pile 2, we have the 4 of spades, and this is what it looks like by itself. Quite pretty, again. Honestly, I love this deck, it's so pretty. And then pile 3, we have the king of spades. So yes, this is what it looks like by itself. Here are all the cards. I'm gonna try not to get them with the light shining in them, but yep, cool. Okay, please pick your pile and we can begin shortly. Again, the question is, how are you being seen right now? What energy are you emanating? The sub question is a sub question, but it's truthfully how are you being seen right now. I hope that's been enough time. I'm gonna start with pile 1. And 2 and 3 go to the side. Okie dokie. So 4 of clubs, pile 1. How are you being seen right now? Some of you could be very dexterous, so a bit like a monkey. Palms, hands in every basket, if you want to call it that, to be honest. Some of you could be lanky, potentially just very like long. Long limbs for some people here. What else is there? Oh, well, your body might actually be on show here in terms of like people when people notice you, they genuinely see your body. So being seen in the literal sense of people just looking at your body and admiring your body for being potentially slender, potentially, you know. What is the word? However it works out is how it works out. But in terms of the actual energy of the card, 4 of clubs is the 4 of wands. So someone who's looking at their future, who has really good things coming to them as well. There's patience here as well. Yeah. Someone who's willing to wait for the right like moment, who strikes at the right moment as well. You just know when to do things, or when the right time is to do things. Even if like that doesn't bode well for other people, they can't help but respect you for knowing what's right for you. Okay, first cards we have are from the Squid Cake Tarot, and we have the Star. And look at you shining! The 10 of Wands, 10 of Batons, and then also the 6 of Cups. Okay, well, kind of similar energy here to the Four of Clubs, in the sense that you are shining, you are glowing, you're taking care of yourself. It looks like you are taking care of yourselves. There could be some type of like, Six of Cups just gives me mesmerizing energy, but you do look like you're looking at the past with like rose tinted glasses, that kind of energy. So people could be looking back on how you used to be before and how you've changed now, how there's been like a trial or tribulation, that type of thing, an event that potentially like took you away from them, and it's been a while, and now you've kind of risen from the ashes, and you're you again, you're a new version of yourself. Okay, what energy are you emanating? Well, I mean, if it's not clear, it's the star. Quite frankly, I don't even care. The energy you're emanating is that of the star. So Aquarius could be prominent here for some people. The energy of Aquarius energy. Anyway, Uranus potentially as well, but also Neptune for some. Yeah, people have rose tinted glasses when it comes to you. They see you as someone who is incredibly stable, if not stable, at the very least headed towards a very, very positive future. They know that it's not been just luck with the star here, because the Ten of Wands is here, so that is turmoil. It is also patience, but it's just, it's a burden, it's heavy things. So you're making really beautiful things out of like, I don't want to say nothing, I just want to, what I mean is like out of the darkness. You're coming out with a lot of light, basically. You are the shining star here. Okay, Six of Cups. Some people could be enamored with you. They could also be projecting some type of like, again, the rose tinted glasses thing. Well, I mean, the lighting I have right now is pink as well, so. But yeah, people could be projecting a very loving aura onto you, because you seem to have it put together with the Four of Wands as well. Or clubs, rather. Okie dokie. But they also know deep down that you're more than what, you're more than what the what do you call it, the eye can take. Your eye candy, yes, but you're more than just what you see. There's more to you than just what can be seen. Okay, next cards we have are from the Weird Cat Tarot, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Cute. The Nine of Swords. Okay, this is some interesting energy here. And then also the Empress. Yeah, some of you have come out of something that has left you feeling down on the low, like the cycle has turned. Basically, you were at the bottom and now you're suddenly at the top. The Empress and the Star, that's some high quality energy right there. Like you've done a lot of digging here, like personal digging, where you've risen you've risen like bread. Like the Star, like yeast, or a, what do you call it, a sourdough. The monster, it's like you've been working for a year on your monster energy, and suddenly there you have it, the perfect mixture. You got the recipe, basically. You are the recipe, you are the blueprint, quite frankly. Energy you're emanating. It's time for you to glow, to step into your power. You already have. And it will stay for a while as well. Obviously the cycles turn, there's phases of everything. So currently the phase you're entering is that of being full. But like not full of yourself in an overly confident way. Just full of love, happiness. Like the energy you're emanating, it's a type of softness that is radiating outwardly. Of self-care as well. Or just taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of in your life. But it is showing, you're glowing, like physically speaking, you're glowing. Your skin might be improving for some people here. Or it's already, very clear and stuff like that. And people can notice that. Yeah, okay. How are you being seen right now? Perceived. Okay, Four of Wands. Again, good things keep happening to you. I mean, they don't, to be honest. They are right now. But you have been through some negative stuff. Oh wait, I took the Six of Cups instead of the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords. Some of you could have been in your head here. People did see that potentially, or maybe you hid it very well. Maybe they didn't know that you had anxiety or some other form of like something that kept you hidden, something that made you feel like you wanted to hide yourself. For some, this literally could have been like, limitations stopping you. Personal limitations, but also like circumstantial limitations, which ultimately are personal in the end, because everything stems from inside you. Blah blah blah. I get it. Haha. Sorry, that's a personal jab at myself, because everything does seem to come from the inside, and you're the one who's creating your world as well. But I'm still learning that. So I still have to deal with outside limitations, but so do you. So there we are, we're in the same world, we're sharing the same consciousness. But yeah, people have noticed and they are realizing how powerful you are, basically, and how lovely the things you're creating actually are, and how they make sense as well with the Wheel of Fortune here. Maybe they didn't see it before because you were on the down, or you kept it hidden. Again, like there was something here keeping you hidden for a while, but now it's time for your gifts to pour out, but also to be seen. So some of you here will be entering the spotlight. There's new energy coming here to keep you in the spotlight. For some, this is luck. For others, it's the hard work you did before the luck actually came. Because, you know, when you make it overnight, well, yeah, all of that, you only made it overnight because, you know, luck, I guess, all of that jazz. But, like, all of the work that people didn't see before that. Or if they did and they stuck around, but suddenly there's going to be, like, a boom and you will be seen more. So the energy you're emanating is that of the Star and the Empress. Which makes sense because it's time for you to, you know, emanate further, radiate further. Your energy is penetrating, but like in a soft, loving manner. And even if it wasn't soft, it's illuminating. So yeah, good things are on their way to you. Last card we have is actually a, what do you call it? An oracle card, and it's from the Woodland Wardens, and this is what we have. We have the Finch and the Peach, romance. Oh, cute. Okay, some of you could actually be getting ready for romance here with the Empress as well, because she does represent like beauty in the physical world as well. And with the Star, again, your beauty is at the center, it's at the forefront, and people are seeing that now with like very big eyes, so people can have their eyes on you currently. Some of you may be in your head also about maybe some type of romantic endeavor, but it actually is going a lot better than you think with the Four of Wands here. You're headed towards a very beautiful thing, so please stop doubting it if you are in a romantic relationship here. Or if you're, you know, in a situation where it's growing there, but you're not certain yet because it hasn't been, you know, the idealization hasn't been, what's the word, grounded. It will be. It genuinely will be. Okay, let's see what the card says here for the guidebook. The Finch and the Peach. Where does one even find it? Da, 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 da. Nice. There we go, the Finch, but that makes no sense to me. XXXVI. So close. There we go. This did come up upright, but I might read you the entire thing because it's actually quite short. It's just this. Okie dokie, let's see. Love is in the air when the Finch and Peach appears. The peach, a sweetly scented, heart-shaped fruit, has long been associated with fertility, sexuality, and love, and the lively finch symbolizes exuberance, enthusiasm, and excitement. Upright, your vibrancy and charm have led to a blossoming romance. Be open to and accepting of new love's many delights. Reverse, your timidity or unwillingness to take risks may be hindering your chances at love. Remember that vulnerability, while frightening, is essential to healthy relationships. How do I show others I love them? Do I feel safe and supported enough to be open to new love? That's actually gorgeous. I didn't need to read the reverse, but sometimes I do on purpose. Just so you remember that, you know, some of the negative things they say are actually quite positive, and when you actually implement them in your life, it makes your life even better. So remember that vulnerability, while frightening, is essential to healthy relationships. I think this is key in this reading because you do have the Nine of Swords and the Empress, so you do need to be more vulnerable whilst you're exploring yourself. But also, if some of you are actually entering romantic relationships here, you do need to be more vulnerable, both with yourself and with the other person, you know. First with yourself though, but I think you already know that. You've learned that potentially also the hard way with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords, and you're entering a cycle where things become more easy for you with the Star and the Empress. But again, ultimately, how you're being seen here is as someone who's glowing and who's improving their life for themselves. So for some of you here, it could look to other people that you have everything under control, and you do, ultimately, because you're flowing with abundance. But yeah, this is where I'll leave you. Thank you for being here. I hope this has been enough. You can find me in previous videos or in the next videos that come up from here. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that nice stuff that people usually do. But yeah, thank you for being here. See you. Okay, so pile 2, you have chosen the 4 of spades, and we have a wasp here with lots of hearts on it, and it looks very pretty. Black and yellow. Okay, what are we getting from this? It could also be this way, to be fair. Maybe it is this way. Nobody knows. They both look... You're on an upward journey regardless. This is the 4 of spades, that's the 4 of swords. So taking respite, having a safe haven here. People might be seeing that, or rather knowing potentially as well, that you need rest, that you're recuperating from something, that you're requiring tenderness, tender loving care. Okay, the energy you're emanating. I'm feeling soft energy here for you. Soft in the sense that you're just recuperating, you're taking care of yourself. Even if it's like muddy, or like if you're in the trenches or things like that, you're glowing, it like you're coming out of your shell kind of thing, but you're doing it softly and you're doing it for yourself first. So if anything from this specific card anyway, what I'm getting is that maybe you're doing this in secret, or at least not in the eyes of other people, but whatever you're doing to help yourself is actually working. And it might also be a bit slow because this is the 4 of swords, potentially. Just saying, you know. Okay, first cards we have are from the Squid Cake Tarot, and we have Judgment. Okay, some of you may be in the public's eye. Page of Cups, and also the Knight of Swords. Okay, soft energy again with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords here. You're doing everything you can to actually recuperate, to gain something from here, or from other people. They've seen you as someone who is a go-getter. Maybe things are a little bit slow right now. Maybe you feel like a student, like you're doing stuff from the beginning. Like you're doing something that makes you feel alive again, but it's from the beginning. So like a trainee program or something like that for some, maybe. Okay, what's with Judgment? You may be working with a lot of people. There may be a lot of judgment or a lot of eyes on you, so you feel like you can't fuck up anything. I don't think you will, but also even if you did, I feel like you're in a position here where you're allowed to do such a thing, where it won't be seen as like too much of a burden or anything like that, because this is like you're meant to learn and grow. But yeah, also with the 4 of swords, like even if you do, and let's say you did get laid off, I don't think you will, but just let's say you did, if this was a career type of reading, I think you'll be fine. Like there's actually a lot of creativity available to you, basically. So even if anything bad actually happened, you have time to recuperate. I think that there will be something lucky here, like a lucky break for you, to let you realize that other people's opinions, for one, well, one, they don't matter, yes, but also people actually do care about you. But yeah, the energy you're emanating is that of taking care of yourself, both mentally but also physically, with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords here. And other people can see that you're taking care of yourself. They can see that you're becoming more confident in yourself, that you're growing your confidence, basically. Well, same thing really, but yeah, you're purposefully growing your confidence. For some of you, you're praying, your prayers will be answered. It will be soft though, so you will receive like a lucky break or some type of a reprieve, basically here. You might also be seeking mental stimulation, but you're not receiving it where you currently are, potentially, and people can see that you need more, basically. So they might need to do more to keep you as well. Whoop. Yeah, some of you might be a little bit bored, or if not bored, then just a little, you know, I don't want to say aggravated, but it's like you're waiting for something to happen. Like you're very patient. You want your answers, basically, to your prayers. Next cards we have are from the Weird Cat Tarot, and we have the Queen of Swords, and you will get them, or that you will get indeed. 6 of Cups. The previous pile also had the 6 of Cups, and then also the Page of Cups again. Okay. How are you being seen right now? Okie dokie. You want to focus on your creativity, and people are seeing that. There's more to you than meets the eye. Oh, that's what I said in the previous pile. Haha. Although I said it properly here. Okay. You're not someone to be trifled with. Like despite your look, maybe you seem like you're younger than you actually are. Maybe there's something about you that just brings youthfulness to the table, but like you're not someone to be played with at all. Oh, again, not someone to be played with. You might seem like innocuous, innocent, all of that jazz, but like in all honesty, you have a sting here. You can do some damage if needs be. Maybe with your words, if not with like your physical stature. So yeah, you might be small, but you're mighty. For some people here, anyway. Like you might, you might seem like you're very, very innocent, but you know a lot here. And at any moment's time, if someone really pisses you off, you can bring out your sword. You can tell them off, basically. You can tell the entire world if you really wanted to. So some of you here may be entitled to some type of what do you call it? You might have some secret knowledge here. That could maybe not ruin necessarily, but it will spike some drama at the very least. Yeah, especially with the Queen of Swords too, because I feel like you have the answers. Like whatever you're seeking, you actually have the answers here. Six of Cups. How are you being seen right now? Yeah, people are seeing you as someone like you're like a smart mouth. You're very cute, fuzzy, lovely, but you also have a mouth on you with a sting. Okay, what energy are you emanating? Yeah, I do feel like you present yourself as someone who is very sweet, very young, potentially even naive, but it's purposeful. Yeah, it acts in your favor. I think you're one of those people who basically collects information from others and you do with it as you please when the time comes, if the time comes. Like, I do feel like you have morals and you know what you're doing, obviously. But, well, I mean, if you're here, you already do because we tap into the same energy anyway, so... But, yeah. Some of you could have Scorpio placements, like prominent Scorpio placements, maybe Scorpio moons or Mars. You just know what you're doing here. But like it's not over necessarily. It's like hidden in the dark. I think that's how you like it as well, potentially. Yeah, you have the, what is it, the power, the tenacity to be a leader, but you choose to stay in a smaller form on purpose just so people don't suspect you, for some here. How are you being seen? Is there anything else I'm getting here? Some of you could be writers. You could write poems or things like that. I don't know. The Judgment card does seem, it just gives the energy of like a lot of knowledge, power, like you have it within you to speak about things. You could be like public speakers or something like that as well. I'm seeing boardrooms and like meetings and things like that, like lots of people and talking, but or in my mind's eye, not out of anywhere. I hate in readings when someone is like, I'm hearing, I'm seeing, but like it's literally just, when you really think about it, it's just your inside voice. So it's you're speaking to yourself inside your head. But yeah, whatever, anyway. Oh god. Yeah, last card we have is actually an oracle card from the, what is it called, the Woodlands and Wardens, and you have the Trout and Lily of the Valley, Purification. Look at you, shining, glowing. I was getting Scorpio energy, but it could also be Pisces, and also, what's the other one, Cancer. We currently have Mars in Cancer, so that could be important for some people here. But I'll just read this from the book and see how it goes from there. Okay, the Finch, blah 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 blah. What is this? XL I. Oh, perfect. Purification. Both the trout and the lily of the valley symbolize return and restoration. A river or lake teeming with trout indicates a balanced and healthy ecosystem. Conservation efforts at rewilding streams often focus on reintroducing trout to their native habits once rivers have been decontaminated and barriers such as dams removed. Likewise, in the Victorian language of flowers, the lily of the valley communicates a return to happiness. This is perhaps due to the legend of Saint Leonard, a hermit said to have slain the last dragon in England. Whenever the blood of the dragon was spilled, lilies of the valley grew. And once the dragon was killed, Saint Leonard returned to his life of peaceful solitude, upright. Your difficulties are subsiding, and happiness will soon be restored. Now is the perfect time for quiet meditation and deep introspection. Reverse, which this didn't come in, but I'm just going to read it anyway. A toxic element is in the way of your happiness. Consider what pollutants may be upsetting your balance and seek to remove them. Is there a harmony within my personal ecosystem? How do I tell the difference between a toxic person, situation, or idea and one that is required for balance? Okay, this kind of relates to my personal life, not gonna lie, especially where career is revolving around. But like for those of you, in the beginning I did say you might have been recuperating from something. Well, yeah, returning to balance and healthy, like an ecosystem. Returning to happiness, so communicating a return to happiness, blah 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 blah. Hermit said to have slain the dragon. Yeah, okay, well, you're coming back to your happiness here. Some of you may have been slow. You may have found, like, maybe you're not happy at the workplace. Maybe there's things that are just not improving your health, or you're suffering some kind of ailment, but like potentially more so of the mind than necessarily bodily, although I did hurt myself, so haha. My arm hurts currently and it's a pinched nerve, so it's just like radiating. But yeah, personal there. But yeah, in that kind of sense, like, you might be keeping yourself small, you might be recuperating from something, you basically, you have so much within you and you have so much to give, but for whatever reason you feel like you have to conserve it all and you have to hide it. And maybe you're not happy where you are either, but people can see that your happiness is returning because you're emanating, like you're ready for something more to happen here. You're ready for something new in your life and you're ready to speak up about it as well, or you're gearing up to be, basically. So you're ready to be ready at the very least. You might be reminiscing on like times where things were a little bit better, or you might be thinking about how things will get better. But yeah, I do get the sense that things will be getting better for you after a little bit of reprieve, time alone. Maybe if not time alone, then just time to recuperate, just taking a break basically. So you might actually receive this reprieve. But yeah, this is what I have for you. I hope it makes sense. It does seem to like go in a circle, so the first thing I said kind of returned to itself. So at least I know that the reading kind of resonates with some people, but please do feel free to stay. Let me know if it resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe, all of that nice stuff that people usually do, and I'll be seeing you either in the next video or the previous one. So yeah, take care, bye. Okay, pile 3. You've chosen this lovely card here, the King of Spades, which I held upside down for some reason, but there we have it. The King of Spades with his 3, what are they, fiddles? With a pipe and also a cup, a crown. I don't really know, but yeah, and his 3 fiddles. Some of you here may be interested in instruments in terms of like music. You may have like a specific instrument you play. Maybe it will actually help you to play it more often, practice, I don't know. Just for your own, you know, peace of mind. But also some people may have seen you play the instruments and they do enjoy what you play. If it's not an instrument, maybe it's like the way you write, whatever you do. If it's running, I don't know, if it's a sport, a hobby, it's being seen by someone or people in general and they actually like what you're doing. But also, even if they haven't seen it, although to be fair, this is a reading about how you're being seen, so maybe if it's not like public, then it's family or people close to you. They enjoy what you do, like your hobbies actually matter to other people as well. Here with this card, what energy are you emanating from this? Relatively regal, I must say, because like this is a king and the King of Spades is basically the King of Swords. Okay, so it could also be mental slash well, you know, speaking type of a, oh god, mental stimulation is what I mean. So like writing could be one of those, speaking, public speaking, whatever you have the gift of the gab basically is what I'm trying to say. And what you have to say, it does matter to other people. So you're being seen as someone who is important to other people, especially if you give advice and things like that. But yeah, okay, let's see with what your cards have to say. The first ones are from the Squid Cake Tarot and we have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Batons, nice, very nice, and then the Seven of Cups. Okay, I feel like you have a world open to you, like whatever world you've created for yourself, whether that's in fantasy if you are writing or like your real life, where you're actually seen as incredibly confident here. You know you're confident as well. If this doesn't relate to you, please relate it as in you will be confident soon enough as well. There's something you're really good at. Maybe for those that it doesn't relate to, maybe you hide it, but deep down you know you're confident in it and you can get what you want out of it as well. And then for others, this is like in the public eye. People can see that you're confident, that you're really good at what you do. If it's playing an instrument, if it's writing, if it's speaking, whatever it is that you're doing, you're good at it and you have options because of it. Yeah, there might be an offer, some type of opportunity coming towards you because someone has seen you do the thing that you do and they actually really enjoy either listening or, you know, watching you play or whatever it is that, you know, makes you feel seen, heard and valued. So they value what your output is basically. What energy are you emanating? Okay. Well, you know what you're doing. Your craft is important to you. It's like you have tunnel vision almost for some of you here. Yeah, the cup just being extended towards you, or you extending the cup. It's like you're extending this piece of knowledge that you've accumulated, this craft that you've been, you know, slaving at, almost. To be fair, you're extending it to the world. You're offering. It's an offering basically. You're giving an offering to this world, and they're ready to listen. Lovely. Okay. And there's a lot to gain from listening to you as well here. With the Seven of Cups, you have a lot of wisdom to give to others, whether that's through writing or even through music. Even if it's just like, I don't know, frequency, just the sound, the hertz themselves. You're raising the vibration of people basically through whatever you're doing. Also, the act of creation itself, like that's a release that's worthy of being, you know, known. Next cards we have are from the Weird Cat Tarot, and we have the Three of Cups. Nice. The Ace of Swords. Okay, this is again doubling down on what I've already said. And then also the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups here. Three of Cups as well. So sharing what you love with other people, communicating about what you actually love to see, to hear. People listening to you. You have some good news to share with people, I think, or you will have some really good news to hear. To hear, well, that too, I guess. Someone will be speaking to you. There might be an offering available to you that will help you release further what you're creating basically. So there's a ripple effect here of like growing your audience for some people, if that's what you want to do, or just more people listening to what you have to say, what you have to do. Admiring your craft basically. There's more admiration coming your way, especially with the Queen of Wands as well. You were confident and you were deserving. Like, this is justified confidence here. Obviously be careful not to have like get full of yourself to the point where you're cocky or anything like that, but this does signify that you will be confident in what you're doing. Like, these are both very confident cards here. You're at the top of your game, and if you don't feel like it, you will be very soon, because you'll receive some type of offer. There will be some type of like gathering where you'll be able to show off your skill as well, I feel. Because Ace of Swords is like a release, like a mental release, but it's also speaking about it. It's a decision that's being made here to bring something about into the actual physical world. And then with the Three of Cups, it is a celebration, or at least a coming together of like multiple parties where you're discussing this. Eight of Cups does signify leaving something behind. So some of you may have many options. There will be something you're letting go of in pursuit of like something else. Okay. You could be struggling between two options here, like if it's a career and this is a hobby and you want to go towards the hobby or whatever, you will make the right decision. The opportunity will present itself. There will be something that presents itself to you that actually makes a clear distinction for where you need to go to be able to nurture yourself, and whatever this what do you call it, whatever this talent slash skill, well, it's probably a talent and a skill, because you have to nurture one to, you know, create the other. But yeah, there's more confidence here in general. The way you exercise your volition, the way you, what is it called, your voice, I guess. Well, volition too, to be fair, because it is about choice, and personal as well. But the way you've started communicating about what you love is definitely felt, both in the room and outside the room. That's some self-awareness right there. But it's also growth. So you might be outgrowing a specific way of speaking before, or the way you used to handle situations. Like, just people are seeing basically that you've outgrown a shell. So maybe you were a knight before, but now you're a queen slash, you know, the king. Where's the king? There we are, the king of whatever. Not in terms of like what do you call it, gender or anything like that, but now you're at the top of your game. You know how to communicate properly, and you know how to be confident about it too. Your intentions are clear basically. Like, your intentions are finally being what's the word, validated, but also externalized in a way that aligns perfectly with like what you're trying to give to other people. So there's more choice, but it's specific. Specialized knowledge, I guess. You're finally speaking the way you're supposed to be speaking. Like, you actually make sense to yourself and to the other people around you, because you're taking up the space you need to. You're no longer a child for some of you. Obviously, well, you know, I don't know how many people watch this and what age group you are when you do watch this, but like you no longer feel like a novice if it's not a child, you know. You've outgrown the limitations that were previously in your head, and there's a new way for you to communicate. I feel like I'm running in circles now with the same, well, with different words, but saying exactly the same thing. You've grown out of your shell, and people can see that. Especially where there's a project, there's a craft, you've honed it very well, and now you can express it really nicely, or the way you want it to be expressed and to be seen. So the energy that you are emanating is that of someone who knows what they're doing. So the Emperor as opposed to the Fool, basically. But yeah, okay, last card we have is from the Woodland Wardens, and it's an oracle. So we have the Eel and Iris, and this is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna read it from the book. It's actually quite a short passage, so we'll see what it says. Oh, it also says safety at the bottom. But this is fair. Like you have the safety now to express yourself. You feel safe in your body, so you're ultimately able to express better. Okie dokie, what do we have? XO, II. XO, nope. A little bit II, so there we go. The eel and iris, safety. Eels are furtive creatures, often burying themselves in the murky depths. The idiom slippery as an eel refers to the eel's ability to escape harm. The iris is the tall, hardy flower from which the fleur de lis, a medieval symbol of power and victory, is derived. Together, the stealthy eel and the mighty iris indicate safety in our homes, relationships, and work. Upright. Now is a good time to establish healthy boundaries. If others take offense, do not fret over their reaction. Stand firm in your power like this iris. Like the iris, sorry, but this iris too, I guess. Reverse. A transgression has occurred and you may feel betrayed or violated. Anger and hostility are natural responses to betrayal. Honor your tender state by burrowing deep like the eel. Surround yourself in support and take the time you need to recover. What do I need in order to feel safe? How can I extend safety to others? Okay, I feel like you've passed the reverse stage where maybe you did feel slighted by people not seeing your work, not valuing what you have to give, and now you've entered the time where it's time to establish your power, like your boundaries, and people will listen this time. But also it's because you've grown into your own power that they will listen, because you are the one honoring your boundaries. So once you start honoring yourself, people have no other choice but to basically respect you, because if they see that you honor yourself, even if they disagree, they can't help but respect that, basically. So it doesn't matter if they disagree. But yeah, you feel safe in your body, you're creating your love, quite frankly, into the world. You're leaving an impression, a mark, and it matters. Also, slippery as an eel, so ability to escape harm. Whatever you have to say, whatever you have to do, even if it's a little bit cheeky, I think you know how to celebrate it, how to like have fun with it, but also deliver it in a way that doesn't hurt other people's feelings. And if it does hurt other people's feelings, then you know it's coming from, okay, don't go out there hurting people's feelings for no reason. That would be fucking silly. And obviously I wouldn't stand for that anyway, but like, you don't take things personally anymore, which means you're able to deliver things in a way that other people, if they take them personally, it's up to them, up to their self-concept to be able to understand that's a projection of their own, you know, limitations and stuff like that. So you've grown to understand yourself, and therefore other people around you are kind of jumping on the same train. But yeah, this is what I have for you. I hope that's resonated. Please feel free to let me know in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, the stuff people do that are like, you know, nice for the algorithm. I will be seeing you in the next video or the previous one. So thank you for being here. Bye. Take care.